Hello and welcome to The Real Estate Beat. I'm Amy Atkins.
And I'm Mike Mina.
And we're here to give you what you need to know about mortgages and real estate and keep you updated on what you need to know. Anyway, Mike, I have a question.
You have a question?
I do.
Okay, that's exciting.
Okay, so a client comes to you, and we haven't discussed this before, but the down payment that they have for the property is all cash. What happens?
I tell them go somewhere else. No, what I tell them is basically we got a few options. Option one is we can't use the cash, so that is 100% impossible to use. We either get a gift from a relative, or they can season the funds. That's plan B. Now, seasoning the funds means, let's say what today's February 12th when we're filming this, or 13th or 14th, or whatever date it is. Monday the 13th. Ooh, scary. So we use those funds on Monday the 13th. We deposit them in the bank. Say their account ends February, the end of February. March 1, we can't use that statement. April 1, we can't use that statement. May 1, we can use that statement, or we can use May and April statement to qualify. So basically, we need to use 2 months. So today being February 13th or whatever it is, they put the money in the bank today. We can't use the March 1st statement because we see the deposit. We can use April 1st and May 1st deposit bank statements. So basically we can close, say, the 5th or 6th of May using those 2 months of deposits. Now, a lot of people that are holding 30, 40, 50, 80, $200,000 in cash don't ever want to put that money back in the account. So if they don't want to put the money back in the account, then what comes up? Well, we go to mom and dad, they don't give them a gift, cousin, nope, nobody has cash. What do? Does anybody own a house? Yes. My mom does, my brother does, my this, my that, the other. Well, then why don't you get a gift from your brother, cousin, uncle, friend, whoever that may be, relative, it has to be a relative, by the way. You get that gift from that person, and then we can use that money for the down, but they only have equity in their house. So what do? Amy, what are you going to guess?
I'm thinking I may go to Mike Meehan and ask about a bridge loan.
Yeah, a bridge loan, a mini bridge loan, whatever it is. Because remember, they can pay that loan off in 7 minutes afterwards. They can go get cashier's checks and pay that sucker off in 8 minutes. I'm not taking your cash, people.
I bet a lot of people, though, don't realize that they think cash is good for anything at any time.
No.
But it's not.
Right.
Right. So what you're saying is if they've got cash out there and they go, oh my gosh, I suddenly want to put this as a down payment. When we're talking about seasoning, for anybody watching this that doesn't know what seasoning means, it means how long it needs to be in there. It needs to be in there for a specified amount of time.
Right. It needs to, we need to not see the deposit of that cash, and then we need 2 months of bank statements thereafter.
So where would this cash be sitting? Like in a mattress, or maybe
I don't ask these questions
safe
because if they get robbed, I don't want to know.
Right.
So
right.
I don't ask those questions.
Okay.
I mean, shoot. So that's one scenario. Another scenario we had the other day was a person with a car, same situation.
Okay, so they've got a car, like a car payment.
They couldn't qualify.
Because the car payment messed with their debt to income ratio, correct?
So their debt ratio was too high.
Yeah.
So let's say we have that same situation. Same deal. Okay? They can pay that car off with mom and dad money. Mom and dad don't have the money. Cousin, sister, uncle. If no one has the money, we can get a bridge loan on mom and dad's house or whatever. Don't like to do that so much because we want to get paid back for the car loan. But if they had cash sitting in the bank, they could have paid it off, but they don't in this situation. So in this situation, we would say, okay, we'll have mom or dad or uncle, cousin loan you the money. We'll put a little bridge loan on their property, and then you can pay that off or go refinance the car afterwards because we don't know about the car loan after the fact.
So we talk about bridge loans and mini bridge loans. So just so we're clear, with a car payment, would you be looking at a bridge loan or a mini bridge loan?
It'd be a mini bridge loan, basically.
Okay.
I mean, we just slap something on mom and dad's house, and once we slap that on their house, then they would make the payments,
Okay.
but they would be given a certain period of time in which to refinance
So
out
it's
of
the
that.
mini bridge loan, so not to get it confused. And that's the
There
same
are
kind
many
of thing,
bridge
yeah.
loans for the mini bridge loan.
But that's the same kind of thing that you're using when you're trying to take care of credit cards and things like
Yeah.
that. So it'd be the same thing with the car
Yeah,
payment. Trying
exactly.
to pay that down. Yeah. So, well, that's good information. Anything else you want to add as far as like the cash and the whole situation with maybe if they're thinking that they're going to be maybe put that cash in the bank ahead of time so we don't have to wait for season?
Well, it's interesting because I think a lot of people don't show income.
Yeah.
and therefore they're afraid to put cash into the bank. And I'm not one that can sit there and say, I know they say 10,000, but I read somewhere sometime, anytime you put more than $7,000 or $7,500 in the bank, you could, they would flag that thing. I know I deposit cash pretty much once a month from my renters, and they're always looking at me, where did that come from? Where did that come from? Where did that come from? Those are, I think if you're not showing income, I think there's a reason why you would be hesitant about something like that. So I'm not telling you to deposit your cash. What I'm saying is if you have to do something like this, you want to go buy a house, we got a way to get around it.
Perfect. Okay. So good information. And again, follow the YouTube channel because there's other subjects we have covered. Also, the blog that you write twice a week, which also has some good information on it. All this can be found at mikemina.com. So it's archived. You can kind of scroll through it and see some of the different subjects. Share it with a friend, share it with a client if you are in real estate, and find that as a useful resource.
I like useful resources.
Yeah. So thanks for watching again with the Real Estate Beat, and we'll see you next time on
The Real Estate Beat.
Bye.